They're giving us the King Kong mold again.
Yeah, like straight up, literally the exact same. All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, everybody, to Collecting Brothers. John, this is Josh. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Toys with the Collecting Brothers. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up this week's toys news. This week's toy news. I just wanted to jump in with some more updates, dude. They've kind of been doing this weekly. The TNT Co., the Nameless Toy Company is kind of what that stands for. And we got another space zombie from Mars. This one is the medical Red Walker. So part of the medical team. We've had military zombies. We've had the army, like I guess the science, I don't know, the science department. Yeah, the science zombies, and now we have the medical zombies. I like this one, man. I like the bone, like the fully boned skull head on this one. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like. Oh no, it's not a skull hand. It's that like it's a glove, right? That hand because it's like
yeah,
white.
that one's a glove. Yeah,
it's like a glove. I was like thinking it was like a skull hand or something like a skeleton hand. No,
cool.
Yeah. It is cool to get that head, I think, especially like I would want to display it with like a fully body, almost like a dead astronaut. But it just kind of is a little weird because it's like the zombie flesh with the skull, right? Like when have you ever kind of seen that?
Unless like the zombie face has been ripped off, yeah, it wouldn't be a skull.
But it wouldn't be a bone dry skull. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. It'd be wet.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's like that kind of throws me off a little bit. But what's cool about it though is just like the parts, right? Because then you can reuse it however you want. Like I said, you can have a fully cloth and then have it kind of like a forgotten astronaut that they found. Like, oh my gosh, what happened to this guy? He's dead. There's a skeleton head.
Yeah, and I also like that it comes with the broken helmet too, because that's one thing that I want to do with Waltor, the Cosmic Waltor from Cosmic Legions, is that since he's like the skeleton, I want to like melt the skeleton or the dome, to create some type of like vacuum, and then he just died, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is cool. Another thing they announced though is their all-in price. So again, this company and how they're marketing this Kickstarter has been, I think, phenomenal. Every week they've been releasing renders of different characters, different figures that they're going to be having. And this week, coming up on the a month before they go live, or Kickstarter goes live on March 1st, they dropped their all-in price and everything that's going to come with it. Now it is silhouetted, and some of the things have been removed. Surprises, I guess. But they're all in. You're going to get, what is this? 3, 6, 9, 11 figures plus a vinyl. A soundtrack. They did a soundtrack for the figures, which I think is really, really cool. And potentially, I'm thinking maybe a comic book or maybe like an art book. I'm not sure what this is, but some type of literature that would come with it as well. So what do you think, Josh? 11 figures plus some little goodies, $345 for the all-in price.
So 11 figures. So like what, like $33 a figure sounds like? But that's with the all-in discount.
Potentially,
so probably they maybe these like just like guessing, right? Because this is kind of what I want to figure out is what their normal price will be. So maybe like a 35, 36, 37, something like that, kind of per price figure without the discount. But yeah, I just like that how much planning and like how thought out their Kickstarter is. Because sometimes we see Kickstarters and they're almost like a chicken with its head cut off, running around trying to get things figured out. And like you said, the fact that they're slowly teasing it out, already have everything ready. They just seem so well prepared for what they're trying to accomplish. And like to already have the all-in price and slowly trickling things out, they build the hype every week. We've been getting a little bit. And honestly, just it's been building the hype in me. Like I have like this anticipation where I'm like waiting, I'm dying to see this Kickstarter, I'm dying to see the full solicitation when they drop it. So good job on them.
I agree. And one thing I'm also noticing too is like you're gonna have like a human character, like space, with the backpack, the hands, and the helmet, but then also the zombified version of that faction. So do you think like the zombies and then the figure, like, the human characters are going to be two different price points based off of like the accessories?
I don't think so. I wouldn't change the price. The only thing I like thinking about it, I almost feel like they wanted to make astronaut figures, like cool astronaut figures, but like with Kickstarters, you need to reuse as much as possible. And so kind of just having a swap out arm or swap out thigh, and then that way they can resell almost like I would say 75% of the same mold, as like a zombie character. So I don't think they're trying to like solicit different prices. It's more just, okay, we like astronauts, we like zombies. That's how we can reuse parts and get our money's worth back for the molds and stuff.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm excited for this one as well, man. We'll see when all of that gets out. We'll do a breakdown video of that as well. And I do like the extra goodies, dude. I like vinyl, so it's kind of fun to get a soundtrack for your action figures. I don't think anyone's ever done that, right? So fun little gimmick there. All right, but that's Space Zombies from Mars again, just to give you a heads up. March 1st, this Kickstarter goes live. All right, let's take it over to the Four Horsemen. Getting some Figure Obscuro Retailer Appreciation Wave has been announced. The first one they announced was the Anubis, $70. Going to be available for pre-order from any of the approved Horseman retailers on Valentine's Day, February 14th. So this is going to be the black and blue version is what they called it on this Anubis. Not only is the Anubis repainted, but also the accessories have been repainted as well.
Right. This was a no-brainer. As soon as when we first saw it, we're like, oh, the retail exclusive's got to be black, right? This is the classic Anubis. And honestly, I don't know. I feel like I kind of like this one better than the original one. Something about the all black. What about you? Which one do you prefer?
I'm in complete agreement with you. My Anubis influence comes from Brendan Fraser's The Mummy, and those boys were Flacco and it's black, and
dude, so again, man, we got to give a shout out to those mummy movies. I recently watched for the first time the Tom Cruise Mummy movie.
Oh my goodness!
One of the worst movies I ever saw. They had the talent of Russell Crowe, Tom Cruise, and they created an abomination of imagine making a mummy movie not in Egypt. Ridiculous. Just. Yeah, they lost their minds when they made that movie, man.
It was definitely a choice. I prefer, of course, the Brendan Fraser.
Oh yeah, those are masterpieces, man.
They're beautiful, fun adventure movies, and so no, I'm partial to the black. Yeah, that's just my Anubis. So, but along with Anubis, you're also they're going to be dropping Bastet. They kind of, they're a pair. They're sold individually, but they are a pair. $70 as well. February 14th with the release. And again, she's also that black and blue, and the accessories, the Copic jars and stuff like that have all been repainted to match this aesthetic. What do you think on this one, Josh?
With this one, I think I actually prefer the original version compared to this one. And not because it's the black or the brown, it's the colors. And it is cool because these colors, when you look at Egyptian paintings, like they're painted with the red and the blue. That's how they're depicted. They had those pigments. So I like that they added that kind of subtle detail, historical detail. But something about, I don't know, maybe the black, it's kind of, because, just like with art, when you use black in a color, it's going to drain everything from like the color, and it just doesn't mesh well. Where I like the cloth of the original one. Like, how the other one's like more like
the sand. Yeah, let me pull that up.
It was just a beige cloth, right? Yeah, it's just a beige cloth. Oh, yeah. See? Yeah, I prefer the beige cloth for sure.
Yeah, for me, like I like the brown with the beige cloth, but I do like the black cat head on the black Bastet.
Yeah, it definitely looks. That's for sure. The head sculpt I think is really cool. Like, I don't know which one's better, but like, I don't know. This one, it almost looks more lifelike than the other one. If you look at compared to the other one, there's something about it that makes it look more like a cat.
A little bit more of like a sphinx, like an actual sphinx cat.
To be honest, I don't know why, but it kind of, it must be light. The light's playing tricks on me. But the nose on this one looks wider, don't you think? I think there's light play going on. But look at the nose.
Yeah, I think it's some light play, like the little front,
the glare
jowls, and like the bridge do look wider.
Yeah, this definitely looks different for sure.
But yeah, and here's a comparison of the Anubis there. Yeah, looks cool, man. The black looks good.
Yeah, the black one for sure, man. That one, yeah.
Heck, just part out the brown Anubis and then fill it in with the black Anubis. Replace it. I might do that actually. All right, but there is those two. That's not it though. Here's everything you're getting if you do get those two sets. I do like that they repainted the accessories too. I like that touch.
And you said we can get these separately, right? We don't have to get both.
Correct. Yeah, they will be sold individually.
Yeah, because I think I might just get the Anubis, just the guy.
Me too. All right, but they also announced their Frankenstein retailer exclusive. This is going to be $75. February 14th will be available for pre-order. And look at all that, dude. I like how they added a tint of blue in the jars, the glass jars. They bronzed out the table, and of course Frankenstein in that green.
What's kind of funny about this? I feel like it's intentional, and it's actually really smart, like marketing move, where they took creative liberties with the initial release, like with the Anubis, right? Like we talked about, everybody thinks of black, and so they went with the brown. When you think of Frankenstein, everybody thinks of green, and so they went with that like yellow, right? And so then like now we're getting almost like what most people picture in their eyes, and it gives more people incentive to double dip. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas like if they release the green first, then people were like, I don't need the yellow. Yeah. Or if we got the black, I'd be like, I don't need the black, I don't need the brown, So I feel like this gotta be intentional because this does look good. It's just good to see Frank in green. It's just the way you remember him,
Yeah, and the yellow was original text, original story accurate, right? He's supposed to have jaundice, right? Jaundice is that yellowing of the skin and stuff, and so that was the explanation. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, look at his hand. I love that the different pieces are different shades of green. I
Yes.
love that.
Even like somehow they did it, but even different like sheen textures. Like it almost looked like that's like
Yeah.
really, it's like really smooth, and the other one's kind of like more textured. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. They also like greened out one of his eyes as well. Like there is a lot of different changes here on this Frankenstein. And also a really fun figure, man. And the jacket also looks cooler too. I don't know what they did with like, but it just looks more leathery, which is I think more Universal Monster movie style.
Right. Yeah.
So I do like that. Yeah, there's that Frankenstein in the green, so you can have it every which way you want. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and wrap it up for the Four Horsemen. Let's jump over to NECA. Ben Cooper's got another wave of figures. We're going to get a clown, the Metaluna mutant, a spooky monster. I like that they're going more traditional too, like just kind of basic Halloween characters. They also have my favorite, the Visible Man. So that's this kid right here. He's the Visible Man instead of invisible. You can like actually see everything inside of him. So I thought that was funny. Spooky monster and a wolf man. So again, these are fun. I know there are people who enjoy these, right? Of course. So, but Visible Man for me was the standout on this one. Next up, though, we're also getting a new John Carver from, was it Thanks? It's not Thanksgiving. What is this?
I think it's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, dude. This is Thanksgiving. The movie's
Something.
called Thanks.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what I'm talking about. I know.
because
Thanksgiving is about a turkey that kills everybody. Revenge of the turkey, bro. That's Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving.
right. Thanksgiving had already been taken, so they couldn't.
Yeah.
They had to do this Thanksgiving. But this is the leftovers version. So I like that he's got the electric knife there, to saw people. Got the pitchfork. He's got a couple of knives. Got the pokers. He also comes with that little the apron too. I love the apron, man. There's that box art. I did want to show a comparison of the original release, which is on the right here, and the new one that's going to be on the left. So, same basic figure, but it looks like the face sculpts are a little different. You're getting some more blood on that one, and different alternate versions as well, but plus more fun weapons.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I think most NECA collectors buy their figures for the accessories, and so the amount of like almost they all look different actually. Besides, I think the knife, it's like all different weapons, right? So that's really cool.
Look at this accessory.
The tripod with the phone.
Yeah, I love that, dude. So yeah, we got a little John Carver action here from Thanksgiving. Next up, just wanted to give some more pictures to Grammy April here from TMNT, The Lost Years. And I'm not sure if this is Yi or what was the other one's name? Moha?
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know which one this one is, but this is my friend right here.
I think that's Moha.
I like this turtle.
I think that's Moha, yeah.
I like this turtle vibes with the headphones and the little tape deck there. Yeah. That is so much fun. But yeah, so it's going to be a triple pack there. You get April plus the two little turtles with that, which have a little bit of articulation and some accessories there. So it's fun, man. It's fun. But if they do these, now we got to get the other two baby turtles too, right? Who's going to come with them? I don't know. We'll see. Next up, NECA is dusting off the old RoboCop mold. The 10-year-old RoboCop mold is coming back here for a poster edition. So it's RoboCop here in the same to look like the poster of the movie. Let's get to a unlit picture here. So that's what you're looking at as a figure.
It's all right. Like it definitely with the lights that they're putting, it looks better. And like when I look at this picture, like what I don't like about the paint is it's like not red and it's not purple either. Cause like red, it's like how it looks on the picture. And I feel like they would have gone like the purple and blue, it's like the futuristic synthwave vibes. It would look nice too. But this is like not a red, not a purple, it's like a magenta. And it's walking the line of neither.
Right, so okay.
I feel like the color is a little off, right? Because just looking at that back art, like if you go to that shot right there, like that doesn't look like the red on the cover art.
I think they could have done a better job with the paint applications in different spots, to kind of mimic the poster better.
And then on top of that, like you said, this is a 10-year-old mold, and it kind of a little bit, it shows, honestly. Like the head kind of looks out of proportion, and it's gonna have outdated articulation, even though NECA doesn't really improve in that department anyways. But still, this is a 10-year-old figure, right? Like you said, it's just a repaint. So
yeah,
like I would have liked them see, like I feel like it could have been better if they just did a completely new mold and more people would want to buy it,
potentially
update it. Yeah,
potentially. All right, let's jump over to McFarlane Toys. They're releasing a gold label. So sorry, the McFarlane Toy Show episode 2 premiered this week. So
do they do this like every month or something, or is it like
so far? I think it's once a month. Yeah. So far, that's what they're at right now. I think they had one in December or January, December. I can't remember. And then now in February. So right now it's once a month. So, but then we got a gold label, Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Batman Year 2 Accent Edition. And what he's doing here is you're going to get a Batman figure, right? The DC Multiverse figure with a soft goods cape, but also, like Todd likes to do, a pre-posed cape as well that will go onto that figure.
I think that's good. Like, I just like that because then it's like, sometimes people will like, oh, they'll just solicit two separate figures and then make people decide. But then there's less figures clogging up the shelves. Just solicit as one figure and then give the collectors the option however they want to choose, right? Because there's always people that are like, love the detail and the
pose.
Yeah, like the pose that the hard shell cape can get, but then more people want more posability, so they like the soft goods. So
yeah, I agree. I like that you have options for both. I think they did that with Year 1 Batman too.
Yeah, I like that blue one, right?
Yeah, that blue one. Yeah, which was fun. And Todd, he loves his big whooshy capes, so he enjoys that there. But to go along with that, they also announced a Amazon exclusive gold label, the Joker from The Killing Joke. So this is taking that comic book recreation. So they're recreating the covers that we saw with The Dark Knight Returns. Here is the Batman Killing Joke recreation. So there's the cover art, and then you can have Joker in that pose, the same kind of paint apps.
Yeah.
To match.
Yeah, it actually replicates that really. Like, this is like, I feel like the opposite of what NECA did, right? NECA botched the colors. But looking at this, the colors of the figure and the color of this, like how it's like very muted colors, but it's still very colorful. I feel like they executed the colors perfectly on this.
I agree, and I like that you can pull off the pose too. So that's nice. Next up, we got a Flash and Titano.
You gotta be kidding me, bro.
What?
They're giving us the King Kong mold again?
Yeah, like straight up, literally the exact same mold. Even has the chest scars. They didn't even put cover those up. All they did is throw on a new head, give him a new hand. You're good to go. Call it a new figure. Titano. Yeah, it's a 2-pack. Yeah.
And I saw it in person, and it's just a brick, man. It's like, I don't know what they're doing sometimes.
Yeah, it's a poor choice. I agree.
Sometimes I think, like, even just looking at even the previous two McFarlane figures, right? Like, you can see there's like the big cape, bases, like cardstock with like a stand for the Joker. And sometimes I think McFarlane Toys, he wants to give us value. Like, I think his intentions are good, and he's like, bigger toy means better, more crap means better. And I feel like he's putting the value in the wrong things. Like, what he needs to do is refocus and improve his figures, like improve his toys, improve articulation, improve that diaper thing that he has going on for years. Like, that's where that's where collectors will see value, not in a bigger hunk of plastic, not in more paper that we're not going to do anything with. And I think he's confused with that sometimes.
Yeah, Todd definitely correlates size with value.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right, but then we also got an Adam Strange figure here. This character looks cool, dude. I love this like old, 60s, 70s comic book pulpy aesthetic. It's kind of like the Rocketeer vibes, man.
Bro, I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this for the sole reason I'm gonna make a Turbo Man doll, dude. Tell me.
Holy, yeah, you're right.
I don't even have to repaint. I don't even have to do any paint apps. Body's in the right colors. Got the jetpack.
Always count on me.
Just cut out a yellow visor for him. Turbo Man doll.
Yeah, you're right, dude. I didn't even see that. Nice call. An introduction, though, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, toe articulation on this. Have we? No, we have gotten toe articulation right from McFarlane, right?
I think so. I think probably so, but I can't be for sure. But I would think so. I think sometimes like randomly he pops it in there sometimes.
I think randomly.
But you're right. It's not something we see often. It's definitely like random. Like, what the freak? Why does that one has it too? The Flash has it too. Wait. Now you got me confused.
Yeah, I'm confused now. I think maybe they always
I think they all have it. I think they all
yeah. Sorry, my bad.
I don't know, actually. Now I don't know.
I have to go check my
everything's in my bins. I don't keep DC Multiverse out.
Yeah, you still buy it.
Yeah, so I just go straight to the bins though.
So there's Adam Strange. You can do your Turbo Man doll if you wanted to. Next up though, a classic Deadshot here, dude.
Beautiful. This is definitive Deadshot. I love the way this thing looks.
Yeah, I agree, man. The color scheme, the paint, the detailing in the chest, the boots, that come with the flaps over the traditional, boots there. So there.
Give me a back shot.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. Something about the square trunks, like the butt trunks. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little too square. Like that's. Do you know what I'm saying? It looks kind of weird. Like it
I
looks like it's like because
he's
when you wear
got
like trunks, it's more like angular. Like it's
yeah.
very straight, and that's kind of looks
They
weird.
got what's that thing that disease that Hank Hill has from King of the Hill, where he's so white he's got no butt. It's just
I
like
don't know.
flat butt. So it's like it hurts for him to sit down. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, so it looks kind of weird there. See, I don't know.
All right, that's all right. Well, you're gonna put it in a bin anyway, so
Yeah, yeah.
you'll be all right. All right, let's jump over to SH Figure Arts. That's gonna wrap up Todd McFarlane stuff from the Todd McFarlane Toy Show. Next up here, we got some SH Figure Arts cooler final form. We got a price on this bad boy, $90 USD over at Premium Bandai, so P Bandai exclusive here for the reissue. And this looks cool, dude. I love this figure.
It looks really good. And you know what's it's so tough, I feel like, on DBZ collectors. I mean, I don't have this figure, but I'm thinking collectors who have this figure, what's crazy is, and they've done this for time and time again with figures when they re-release them, somehow they improve the paint apps. And it's crazy to say because like, these anime figures have very little painting because just the nature of the anime. Yeah, it's the nature of the anime. But something about the richness, the deepness, the slight shading of the hues that they're now doing on these new figures. And like it makes I feel bad because I'm definitely gonna get this because I don't have the original cooler, but I can see people like, oh, I want this version better because the when they say premium color, they mean it. They mean premium color for sure.
Like look at the gradation and the hues that you're getting here in the creases and the muscle flexes. Like it is nice, and I love all the little dings and cuts here. It's good.
Yeah, and it's a big figure, so like $90. Yeah, it's got like a little maybe $10 or $15 extra tacked on for the P Bandai-ness, but it's still a sizable figure.
For $90, yeah, that's not bad, dude. It's not bad given the circumstances. But along with that, they also announced a best selection Son Goku Legendary Super Saiyan. And 45 for the best selection here on
very good, dude. Very good. Because what's different about it, the one I'm looking at, like the one I have has like the black gi, kind of like that, like a strap where it's barely stripping on. But the legs kind of look very similar. But I actually think it's more 100% snoo sculpt. This thing though looks phenomenal. Like I don't know how many Gokus. I don't know how enough room for them. But like I said, I feel like they do just enough improvements where you have to get it. It's just a new sculpt. The yellow is right. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the yellow that I see on the old figures, right? It's a yellow. This is like the white yellow, how it appears in the anime. I need that white yellow. Man. They just make it more accurate, better sculpt, and for $45, yeah, that's a good price.
It's a good price point, man. Forget a really good Goku here in battle damage. You got to have a battle damage Goku.
Yeah, I feel like I think this is how, right? This is how he appears at the final, like when it's like him and Frieza are like just gassed out, right? They're just torn each other to pieces.
Like
and he's like, Frieza, don't try it, bro. Don't try it. Boom! And he blasts him. Don't try. I told you not to try it.
And that makes a falling apart all around. Yeah. All right, but there we go. There. All right, let's jump over to Storm Collectibles. Got a little bit of a teaser. They're M. Bison from the Street Fighter 2 Ultra, the Final Challengers. Yeah, got their big old M. Bison here with the soft goods cape. Looks like a swap out foldable crossed arm piece, that we're going to be getting. And this will be part of the normal Storm Collectibles, not Storm Arena. Just to confirm that, just to clarify that. But just a little teaser.
It looks awesome. And, I kind of make this recommendation, and you guys can take it as you will if it works for you or not. But I feel like Jada does a really good job at their price point. But sometimes I always complain about the larger characters. They just kind of scaled them down a bit just because, more plastic. They don't want to raise the price. They want to keep everything the same price. So like M. Bison and Blanca, they're big boys. And I feel like they look small in the Jada line. Whereas I feel like if you got the Jada line and then got maybe the Storm, Bison, and Blanca, I feel like it would scale, man.
Has Jada done E Honda?
Yes, and he's kind of small. And same thing, like they done I don't think they've done it yet, but when they do Zangief, it's like I bet it's gonna be small. Where like the Storm Zangief, dude, it's like the perfect size. Like even with like a 6-inch figure, like you want this big boy.
Yeah, Zangief's gotta be big.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Same with M. Bison, dude. Bison, he's like 7 feet tall, dude.
I want to see Storm do eat some E Honda, dude. I want to get that big old chunky boy out here.
Yeah, I don't know if they have. I'm pretty sure. I think I've seen the Jada one for sure. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see what they do. But yeah, another Street Fighter here from Storm Collectibles. We'll cover once they get the full solicitation out with all the pretty pictures and all the effect pieces that are going to come with it.
Right? Excited.
All right, let's go ahead and take it around the net. First up here from Rebel Tech, Amazing Yamaguchi, we got the Street Fighter 6 Ryu.
Dude, I
Josh?
love this look for Ryu. I absolutely love this look. This Jesus of Nazareth Ryu is just, I just love the vibes of this thing. And like I said last episode, I don't mind when Revoltech does exact figures of other import companies have done, like Storm or Figure Arts, because they have so much stylization going on that it's worth the double dip.
Yeah, and we'll see what this articulates wise and where the breaks are going to be at. With Revoltech, it's always depends on where they're at. So I'm excited for this teaser, and then we'll see what the rest of it is. But soft goods though too. Has Revoltech, has that been a trend, or are we seeing something new here?
They've been coming in pretty good with the soft goods, yeah, but it's definitely like only been a couple months, But yeah, we've been seeing more and more for sure.
I like it. I enjoy that. All right, and last up actually, MegaCon I believe is happening down in Florida, and our boys Zujitsu from Icon Heroes got their first wave out there. Look at them, dude. What are your thoughts, Josh?
Okay. Let me just start with this.
Go for it. Sorry.
Let me just start with this. So they did their Kickstarter that bombed, right? It bombed. And they solicited these fighters with the black geese. And actually, those black geese were like, I thought they were kind of bland and dry. But now that I'm looking at these gray ones, man, those black ones were not as bad. So somehow they got even worse for me. I think these gray geese are very they just suck the life out of everything right now, because it's not even like a deep gray. It's like a low saturation gray. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lighter gray. Yeah.
I get not wanting to do white because maybe it will blend with the tiger, but dude, they should have done the black geese like they did with their original Kickstarter. I thought those black geese were fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me what you think.
I agree, man. I mean, we have a body here that's pinned. It's chunky. It's the same gi, which I understand. I understand why you would do that across the line. And the heads are fun, but I don't know if this is the way you do this. Where you're only getting a gi, and I don't know. I don't know how else would they do that. My other thing would be maybe they do bare chested ones, right, with just the pants, but then that's a whole different torso you have to create, right? That gets too expensive. I get that, but dude, it's just hard.
That would be cool though. And thinking back to the Foosh Articulated Icons Ninjas, that's what they did. They did they did the gi, but then they did the bare chested where they could reuse the legs, and it was kind of Bruce Lee-esque, where you just fight with the bare chested. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That would have just made it so much more value for collectors. Just giving us just a little variation. We're not asking for, you're just asking for literally a different chest and different arms. Right?
Yeah.
That's all it would need to be. So yeah. And I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking about why they elected to go for this low saturation gray for all of them. I don't think it's that much more cost on them to do variation in colors, because you're not changing sculpt.
No. Yeah,
it's just a quick color injection from the machines. So
it's just a different
electing
color.
To go all dude, do a black, do a white, right? Do a black for the yellow kind of tigers. And then
blue,
maybe do a black for the white tigers, and then maybe do a blue for the jaguar would be cool.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Those colors would mesh well. That black with that dark blue.
This does look good. Yeah. So we got the Zujitsu here. It's the all black though. That's spooky.
That's
a spooky one.
That was good.
The blue, not so much.
It's a little too bright. The navy for sure nice. The navy's nice.
Gray
looks good.
It's okay.
That looks good.
Green looks good.
Dude, that dark green actually really works for, I feel majority of their line.
Yeah, I think that one works really well. White also looks good with the black, right? That's a classic. That's a classic.
That looks really good. That's good.
Red and black, I think, is overdone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it.
Okay, let's check out the other one here. The cheetah figure.
I think the one color that I think is not going to work with anyone is maybe the bright blue. I feel like the bright blue is really too bright. And maybe that might not come like that because these kind of look like digital renders-ish. You know what I'm saying? A little, it almost looks like the figure was taken, but then they digitally colored each of the colors. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like.
I get you. Yeah.
So the color might not be 100% accurate, which is why it kind of looks too bright, that blue.
Right. Yeah. It might be oversaturated, not color graded.
For sure.
The white and green, dude. Green is the all-star here.
That dark green. It's a really nice. It's like a grayish green, almost it's a really nice green.
And
the white always works. White always works.
White and black are always going to work.
Yeah, natural.
Let's check out. Well, that's kind of the same.
Go down to the white one. Yeah, white tiger. Let's see the white.
Shadow ice leopard, the snow leopard.
Dude, and I actually I saw a picture where it's a back shot of him, and it had the his symbol, a symbol on the back. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. The sigil. Let's see if I can pull that up.
Uh,
Maybe not.
yeah, but it showed it for a second, like when you went in that little
Yeah.
picture. That's actually kind of cool. You
Yeah,
know?
the Zujitsu logo right there.
Oh, okay. You know what would be cooler though?
Well,
Kind of like we saw with like how is it TNT Toys that makes the zombies, right?
yeah.
They do like factions
Yeah.
instead of doing like a branded like their brand name. Like I could care less about the Zujutsu brand name. Doing like factions, like a symbol with like their faction, like House of the Leopards or whatever, like House of the
Right.
Jaguars would be really cool.
I think the blue works on the snow leopard.
Yes. You're right. The bright blue works for sure with the white. That's fire. Yeah. Especially because it accents the blue jaguar's blue eyes.
Yeah,
It makes it pop really well.
Yeah. The navy works too.
That works.
Yeah.
Dude, navy and green honestly are fire for every yeah.
Yeah, the navy works.
Green, white, black works. The blue works for the white ones. And then the red, I honestly think the red actually is like the weakest color. The red kind of doesn't work too much
most
with
of
that.
these.
Yeah.
And blue only works on one, but
the white figures for sure. On the white figures, the bright blue.
So I mean, at least you're getting some variation here on colors, so that's not terrible.
Right, yeah, like I misspoke that first part where like at least it was a no-brainer to do different colors. I don't know why they showed only the gray ones. Like, I was like, yeah,
maybe that's all they had, right? That's all they brought, or maybe that was just all that was on that table that day at MegaCon,
right? And it makes sense how it's showing that they color graded them, with digitally because they only had the grays,
right? Potentially, but yeah, you check out iconheroes.com for the Zujitsu figures. They're $35 for some ninjas and some gis. With those color options, I think it definitely brings more character to these figures. And if you're into it, man, you're into it. And if you want some translucent, dead ghost ones.
And you know what, guys? Maybe I've been too hard because I feel like just looking at these, they are good sculpts. Like, yeah, there's pins, but it doesn't really deter me too much. And I think they are good sculpts. Like the proportions to me look really good. The animal head sculpts I think are sculpted very well.
I mean, that was done by Four Horsemen, though. So
exactly right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and $35, it's not that bad of a price, but I don't know. But I just think they just needed just a little bit of variation. But yeah, I'll pick one up if it ever goes on sale. If it ever goes on sale, I would love to try one out just to see if I'm wrong, right? Just to see like, man, these are actually beautiful, and I would love to be wrong. And
of course,
show me those translucent ones.
Okay,
let's see those
translucent ones.
I think it says like claws on the back or something.
Yeah, it's like the claws. So it's a purple base body with translucent tail, hands, feet, and head.
And they have like a 4-pack too, and it was like on sale. I saw too.
Was it?
Yeah, go back and let me see. Maybe this is the sale I was waiting for to finally pick up the Zujitsu.
Get them in your favorite translucent, right?
I like translucent figures. That's true.
Let's get here.
Look at the bottom.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
How much is it?
$126.
Oh, $14 off. Only $14 off. Still though, you get the set. But I'll be honest, with the translucent, they actually look more similar now. And now it looks like I'm buying four of the same figure. You know what I'm saying? It actually almost makes it worse. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't want to be like this.
Yeah, there's less variation from the paint.
Less variation now. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap that up there. There is the Zujitsu fighters from Icon Heroes.
And honestly, crazy that they just went and made it. Just because, like, I looked at the Kickstarter data recently, I think they raised under $10,000. So there was under $10,000 of support for this line, and they're just like, screw it, we're just gonna make it. Like, I mean, that's just honestly a little delusional because you're just like you're setting yourself up for failure. You're digging yourself deeper in a hole that you just need to cut your losses from, right? They're just digging themselves in a deeper hole.
It's hard. Like people. The person this is someone's project, right? Someone made this, someone created this, and someone has a passion for it. Does everyone else share that? No. Should maybe you have taken that as a hint? The failed Kickstarter? Maybe.
Right. But like, I would understand if they were like maybe like 10 or 15K short. It's like, dude, we would have made it. Maybe if more people knew about us.
Right.
Let's just go for it. I was like, that makes sense. But
yeah, this was
less than $10,000 they raised.
It was low. But yeah. If you're into if you're looking for a nice gi body here with an animal head, check out Icon Heroes Zujitsu figures. All right, well, I'll go ahead and wrap up this week's toy news. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to be thinking about our pick of the weeks. If you are watching, friends, thank you for tuning in and let us know your pick of the weeks. What do you guys think is a standout for you? And just comment down below. All right, Josh, what do you think your pick of the week is going to be?
Honestly, This was not a good week. There was like nothing standing out to me. Let's see. What even is there? I don't even know. I guess I give it to the. I'll give it to the Goku.
Okay, the best selection Goku.
Best selection Goku. Good price, new sculpt, and also kills the aftermarket prices because the ripped Gi Goku went for like triple digits. So
really, sheesh, holy smokes! All right, nice pick. Mine is going to be the Anubis retail exclusive Anubis from Four Horsemen. I like getting that black Anubis. That's how it should be. That's how it should have been.
Well, no, yeah. They knew what they're doing. They know what they're doing. That's how. See, they got you. They got you.
They know what they're doing. That's for sure. That is for sure. All right, friends. Again, thank you all for tuning in, and thank you for all your support. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to stay updated on all of our videos here. And as always, keep collecting, keep playing, and may the action figure of God smile upon you. Peace.